Coming at you live from Brooklyn, New York. I'm Mike,
Rob,
and welcome to Brooklyn Ball Talk. It's not bad. That is not bad. It's kind of fun. Game 1 of the NBA Finals wrapped up in the bag. This series is in full force. The Golden State Warriors, with limited scoring production from Steph and Clay, took care of the Cavs. What is up with Cleveland, Rob?
Cleveland ran into a team that is better than them. They are. And we can prove it because Clay and Steph Curry had a combined point total that was lower than any other amount all year. So therefore, if they still blew out the guys that were there last year, the LeBron Jameses, you know that they're the best team ever.
And you know why, Rob? Because that team is just deeper than Steph and Clay.
Yep.
This team is tremendous. First of all, the record speaks for themselves. The most amount of wins in NBA history for a regular season, 73-9. That is insane, okay? That's history in itself. You have a two-time MVP bringing up the ball in Steph, not only winning the MVP, but winning the MVP with a unanimous decision, no second-place votes, ridiculous. More than just that, you got Clay shooting the lights out now. He really picked it up in Game 6 of that conference final series against OKC.
Yeah.
More than that, you have Draymond bringing the defensive intensity. Just bringing a hard-nosed game of basketball out there. Whether you love him or hate him, this guy plays hard. You want a competitor like that on your team. And talk about Iguodala, veteran leadership, guy that's been there before,
first game.
knows what he's doing.
Who won the Finals MVP last year?
Iggy.
Yes.
This is a team that's well run, coached by Steve Kerr. He's a legend. It's going to be tough beating the squad. But you know what? I'm with you a little bit. I think the Cavs are going to give them a run for their money, thanks to the king, LeBron James, best player in the game. I know Steph's the unanimous MVP.
Yeah.
LeBron.
Well, we all know LeBron James has a plan. We all know that this is going to be a hard-fought series.
And Rob, he's been there 6 years in a row.
Yeah. This is not a new rodeo for LeBron James. Let's back it up, though. I thought something you said was interesting. Let's talk about the Golden State versus Oklahoma City series that we all know and love so much. Okay. It was 3-1. 3-1 Oklahoma City. How did Golden State win? I'll tell you how. Because they started to execute their offense. And Oklahoma City, a lot of people say, well, they didn't play as well towards the end. I disagree with that. I think they played just as well as they had throughout the whole series. But the difference is when Golden State can execute their shots, that makes them be able to get back on defense. And when you can get back on defense, you can stop Westbrook and the Durant train, and, well, that's how you win games.
Listen, I'm with you halfway, Rob. I'll be honest. Golden State really picked it up. In Game 6, Clay was shooting the lights out of the basketball. We didn't really see that from him in the first couple games of the series. This guy picked it up, and this team will hit you with a lightning bolt. When they start hitting their threes, not to mention the defensive intensity they bring on the other end of the floor. I mean, post presence, Bogut. This is a squad that they bring it all. But you know what? Listen, if you're OKC, you got to be thinking about this. You're up 3-1. You have 3 opportunities to close it out. You got to close it out, especially on your home floor in Game 6. And it's not like they were out of these games. They had the lead multiple times. There were stretches in these games where it looked like they were making the runs to bring themselves to the promised land. Didn't happen. You know what, Rob? I have a problem with the way this team plays basketball sometimes. I think West and Durant are the best duo. I think they're the most talented duo in the league. It's very debatable. But sometimes when it gets tough out there, they try to play hero ball. It just seems like they're trying to do too much.
Well, I think when they get into their half-court offense is when the problems really start. Because this team needs to get out and run the basketball. And when they run the basketball, they are one of the most effective teams in the league. I still think Golden State is better at generating points. But when this team starts to play half-court basketball, we see hero ball, like you said, and that's where the problems arise.
Now, question for you guys at home, question for you, question I don't have the answer to. Where is Kevin Durant going next season? Talk to me.
He will take the 1-year extension. He will wait for his buddy Westbrook. And when they both get ready, they're going to go to Golden State. And you know why they're going to go to Golden State together? Because the TV contracts are so large that this is okay now.
I don't even want to think about
They don't even have to take max contracts. But they don't have to lose that much either. I'm telling you, this could be a big disaster for basketball.
I do not even want to consider that possibility.
It's right on that radar, folks.
Listen, if I'm Kevin Durant, I'm staying with the Thunder, okay? The reason why I'm staying with OKC is because I don't think this team is too far off. Listen, they beat the Spurs. They beat the Spurs in the conference semis. That's a tough team. Now, were the Spurs as good as the Warriors? No, but they were close, okay? They took care of the Spurs in 6 games. They should have taken care of the Warriors. You're up 3-1. You got to close that out. They didn't do it. They've shown why they've blown a lot of fourth quarter leads in the regular season this year. This team doesn't close out games, but when they're playing well and they're spreading the ball, it's a tremendously talented team. And you have one guy on this team, Steven Adams, who's young, who's only going to improve. I like this squad. If I'm Kevin Durant, I'm comfortable in Oklahoma City. This is a city I've played in for multiple years. This is the one franchise I've always been with, minus this time in Seattle, just turned into OKC. Right. You got to stay with your squad, and that's how I feel.
Well, I hope he does, but I'm just telling you, folks, watch out next year.
Now, folks at home, what do you think is going to happen? You can follow us on our Twitter page. The link will be below. Add a comment. Talk to us. What should we talk about next? But let's hear your opinions. Thanks for watching Brooklyn Ball Talk. We'll come at you soon.
See ya.